Now at 5, moving forward as the state prepares to enter stage 4 tomorrow. The mayor of Indianapolis announces when Marion County will take that next step too.
A safe haven for a newborn in need of a family. Another option for parents who make one of life's most difficult decisions.
Right now, people are looking for ways to support Black-owned businesses. I'm Nicole Griffin tonight with that story coming up.
This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Marion County public health officials are now suggesting we proceed to stage 4.
Now at 5, Mayor Joe Hogsett says Marion County is prepared to take the next step in the reopening plan. Indianapolis will enter stage 4 a week from tomorrow, 1 week later than the governor's plan. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starrentino. RTV6's Megan Sanctorum explains what stage 4 means here in Marion County and how some businesses are getting ready to open back up for the first time since March.
It's been a long time since any guests have walked the paths here at the Indianapolis Zoo, but that is about to change next week. Tourism and entertainment sites will be allowed to open under phase 4 as long as they operate at 50% capacity. Retail stores will be able to operate at 100%. Restaurants and indoor religious services at 75%. Bars and nightclubs at 50%. All of this while still maintaining social distancing practices. Zoos will be able to open their doors under this next phase of the reopening plan, but there will be extra safety precautions in place. Here at the Indianapolis Zoo, you'll notice hand sanitizing stations and signs like this. There will be markings on the ground telling people where to stand. You'll also need an assigned ticket time or reservation before entering the zoo. You'll be able to sign up and purchase those online. Everyone who enters will have their temperature taken at the door, and masks are encouraged.
I think we just took a look at what was the safest way to reopen. And so we're confident that we took safety into consideration, and health, and everything that we came up with is a sound plan to reopen.
A plan they're ready to put into action as they welcome people back in. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
Thanks, Megan. And we just received an update from the Indianapolis Zoo. They will open next Friday, June 19th. They will have more details on the timed ticket reservation system tomorrow. We will keep you posted on that. And here are more details of the city's phase 4 plan. Employees can return to work at office buildings at full capacity starting June 19th. Gyms and fitness centers can open at 100% capacity. Daycares, summer camps, and other programs can open with social distancing guidelines. Public gatherings can include up to 250 people.
This is similar to what most of the state can do as early as tomorrow when it enters stage 4. A reminder now of what that means. Social gatherings of up to 250 people will be allowed. Restaurant dining rooms can be open at 75% capacity. Retail stores and malls can be open at full capacity, all starting tomorrow. Museums, zoos, movie theaters, and bowling alleys can reopen at 50%. Same goes for amusement and water parks, and playgrounds may reopen. Now, pari-mutuel horse racing may begin with no spectators at Hoosier Park and Indiana Grand. Charity gaming and casinos may open Monday with approval from the Gaming Commission. Conventions, fairs, festivals, parades, and similar events remain closed. Opening things back up will hopefully continue to improve the unemployment news. Today, the U.S. Labor Department reported an additional 1.5 million people filed for unemployment last week. However, it was the 10th straight weekly decline as more businesses reopened. Since mid-March, when the pandemic began to take hold, more than 44 million people have filed claims for unemployment benefits. Here's the specific breakdown now for Indiana. 23,604 claims were filed last week. That's slightly higher than the week before. Since mid-March, more than 750,700 Hoosiers have filed for unemployment. Look at how that compares to last year. For the entire year, only about 191,000 claims were filed.
And on Wall Street today, stocks plunged more than 1,800 points as investors once again turned jittery in the face of rising numbers of coronavirus infections in many U.S. states and other countries. Stocks have been rallying over the past 2 months at a rate many skeptics said was unsustainable and did not reflect the dire condition of the economy. The Federal Reserve just warned yesterday the road to recovery would be long. And here are some of the numbers that are making investors nervous. In the U.S., we have seen well over 2 million positive cases and more than 113,300 deaths. More than 533,000 people have recovered. And worldwide, the number of cases has topped 7 million and the number of deaths is over 418,000. And here in Indiana, 25 new deaths were reported today, an increase of 10 from yesterday. Statewide, nearly 2,200 people have died. 449 more Hoosiers have tested positive for a total of 38,748. More than 327,000 people have been tested. Of those, 11.8% were positive. Kevin.
What a day in central Indiana. Humidity is down. We've had the sunshine around, and these, my favorite clouds floating overhead. These are cumulus clouds. Now you see them. Tonight you won't. They'll fade away once the sun sets, kind of supported by the afternoon heating. We're at 78, that west wind at 14. We've had gusts again close to 30. It's better than yesterday, 50-mile-per-hour gusts. The humidity is just 33%. Closest area of rain over central Lake Michigan, headed east into lower Michigan. For us, skies will be clear tonight, 79 in Peru, 81 Terre Haute and Bloomington. As we go through the evening, these winds will calm down. Again, triggered by the setting sun, they'll drop to 10 to 15 miles per hour. And by 10 o'clock tonight, 70 degrees. Tomorrow morning, some areas around 59. We'll talk about the changes that come our way for the weekend shortly.
Thank you, Kevin. Happening tonight, a roundtable on the northwest side featuring some of the protest leaders that have been on the streets of Indianapolis over the last 14 days. RTV6's Cameron Riddle is live near Michigan and 62nd Street outside of the church where tonight's conversation is taking place. Good afternoon, Cameron.
Hey, Mark, good evening. So this location that we're coming to you from tonight is one of the quietest backdrops that we've had for this live shot and this toss that you and I have done for the past 2 weeks. But make no mistake, though it is silent, this is still a protest. Behind me is the memorial for Dre John Reed. That is where his body landed after he was shot and killed by IMPD back on May 6th. Since then, people have literally been living here to keep his memory alive. And they will keep his memory alive as well tonight over there in that church. That's Bethesda Temple, where tonight at 5:30, local black leaders who we have gotten to know over the past 2 weeks in these protests will be sitting down with people who wish to get into elected office to let them know how it is young black people want to be represented in public spaces and in public offices. Tonight, you can only imagine that at some point during this, following this roundtable discussion, that people will make their way over here to pay their respects for Dre John Reed. We're also told that even after tonight, there are plans to continue protests tomorrow and then something again to happen right here on Saturday. Reporting live tonight, I'm Cameron Riddle, RTV6.
Thanks, Cameron. And as frank discussions and protests continue across the country demanding change when it comes to racial equality, people are choosing to spend their money at black-owned businesses as a way to show their support. RTV6's Nicole Griffin visited 2 local businesses today where she found customers who were trying them out for the first time.
Pon Ma's Backyard Barbecue opened at this location here at the corner of College and Fairfield Avenues back in February because they needed more space. I talked to the owner here who tells me they are now located in a food desert. We talked about why support for black-owned businesses is important right now, but why it's also important every day of the year.
We have some barbecue chicken, wings, we got meatloaf.
Pon Ma's Backyard Barbecue is a place where families on the north side have been coming for years. In a community where fresh, healthy food options are hard to come by, owner George Nelson takes pride in knowing the vegetables he's serving are all farm to table. Over the last few weeks, his restaurant has received more attention as people look to support black-owned businesses. While he appreciates the support, he says there are real issues that need to be addressed in order to see more black-owned businesses businesses in our community.
I think one of the biggest problems that you would have a lot more black entrepreneurs, especially in the restaurant business, if we had access to capital. We don't. We're tired of seeing people come from outside our community and put something in our community but we don't get access to that capital. We need to be able to have access to that capital and build our own restaurants and things.
Business owners like Nelson appreciate the support and hope it continues long past the current protests, focusing on the Black Lives Matter movement. On the south side, outside of another black-owned business, the Healthy Food Cafe, we talked to two women who are hoping their support makes a difference.
For me, I think it's just super important to more during this time, especially like bring light to black-owned businesses so that we can make a difference with every single choice that we make in life. We could have gone to McDonald's and supported a chain, but instead we wanted to support something locally owned and black-owned as well.
Small business owners we talk to want to encourage people to keep the money they make in their local communities so businesses like these can keep their doors open. Working for you, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
Still ahead on RTV6, as unrest grows in the U.S., an award-winning country group takes a hard look at themselves and decides to change their name.
And another country star says his fans don't have to miss out on his music due to the pandemic. The unique plan Garth Brooks announced today and how you can take part.
Here are the warmest and coolest temperatures within my 7-day forecast. Right in the middle, we'll get into your weekend details as well coming up.
Much.
Trust me.
Protests in Indianapolis have drawn out several organizations looking to make a difference in our community at this time. RTV6's Alyssa Donovan spoke with one group helping people right when they are released from police custody.
This tent has been out here since protests started in Indianapolis. It's manned by volunteers 24/7. The goal is to help bring awareness to a program that's helping pay bail for those in need. Since arriving in Indianapolis, the Bail Project has provided support for more than 500 people. The group helps with bail funds for those who qualify, even text notifications about court dates. Since the protests began downtown, their role has been focusing on food, water, and transportation for people coming out of the city-county building.
It was kind of the perfect opportunity to provide that, not only for people who are generally being released, but especially for people who are being arrested for protesting. A lot of people who are being arrested for protest-related charges are just being cited and released, so they're being processed through, and they're being released from the city-county building. So we kind of knew that they would be coming out of the city-county building and wanted to be here and ready to give them help with getting home, give them, food, water, whatever they may need.
Volunteers have assisted around 20 people with protest-related charges. Since setting up the tent, they've also helped an additional 400 people simply stopping by in need of some kind of support.
A lot of people just need food and water, need basic necessities. So we're serving everyone that is in need, in addition to the people who are coming out.
While the protests brought them out, organizers say they plan to be here for the next several weeks at all hours of the day, helping anyone and everyone in need. To learn more about the Indy Bail Project or to donate, you can visit our website, theindychannel.com. I'm Alyssa Donovan, RTV6.
A&E Network has canceled the popular Live PD program amid calls for police reform nationwide. The announcement came just one day after host Dan Abrams tweeted that the show following police departments around the country would be coming back. Abrams, who is also the legal analyst for ABC News, tweeted last night that he was shocked and beyond disappointed. He said he did everything he could to fight for the continuing effort at transparency in policing. A&E said in a statement that it was ceasing production as it seeks better ways to tell stories of police interaction with communities. One of the departments that it followed was the Lawrence Police Department. And a spokesperson for Lawrence Police said, quote, "Our experience with Live PD was a positive one, and we're grateful for the opportunity to be one of the many departments to help tell the story of policing in America." And multiple CMA award-winning country group Lady Antebellum is officially changing its name to Lady A, saying they are regretful for not taking into consideration the word's association with slavery. The band made the announcement today on social media. They said they chose the name after the antebellum-style home where they shot their first band photos, and it reminded them of Southern styles of music. Band members say in recent weeks their eyes have been open to blind spots they didn't know existed and the injustices, inequality, and biases Black women and men have always faced.
Now to your Storm Team 6 forecast, and what a difference from yesterday. Cooler, low humidity, spectacular day out there, Kevin.
And it will be a spectacular 7-day forecast. Temperatures will change a little bit. We are now on cruise control. Everybody can just kind of relax, enjoy this. Look what's not in the forecast. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, through Tuesday, through the middle of next week. No rain around. Will stay dry. Any rain chance is certainly less than 20% during that stretch. As far as our temperatures, tomorrow we're back into the mid-80s, but the humidity remains low, so it won't feel that oppressive. And the warmer it feels tomorrow, the better, more refreshing and cooler it will feel Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before temperatures start to come back quickly. Early next week, temperatures will push the upper 80s once again by Wednesday and Thursday. Want to show you, you've got low pressure up toward Lake Superior, the UP of Michigan. There's a cold front there. That will sag to the south. All indications are it will drop through central Indiana dry during the day tomorrow, as we're kind of under the influence of high pressure causing the air to sink, inhibits cloud cover, and certainly rain. Temperatures around to 80. Anywhere in the metro area, 79 in Zionsville. Hello to Greenwood at 80 degrees. Southern portion of the state, 83 in Evansville. Otherwise, from Indy to Peru, upper 70s. Fort Wayne at 79. Remember, yesterday at this time, we had ongoing strong to severe thunderstorms that were leaving the state. You see what I see? Hiding in some of the ground cover. Julie Ono sent in this picture. Can't walk the bunny, but we can enjoy looking at the bunny, who's all ears, soaking up this forecast this evening. Temperatures down into the 60s by 11 o'clock tonight. We'll be in the 50s tomorrow morning, and not the last time. Temperatures will be in the 50s. By noon, upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Lots of sunshine through the day. The wind generally northwest at around 10 miles per hour. It will not be as gusty as it has been. Temperatures tomorrow warmer than they will be through the weekend or on Monday. As I mentioned, with the humidity remaining low, it won't feel that hot. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days in a row. Temperatures will be in the 50s for overnight lows, all below average, in some cases almost 10 degrees below the average of 61. Temperatures in the afternoon, we've got the cool mornings, mild afternoons, lots of sunshine in the afternoon, and then as we go into early next week, temperatures warm up. There are your Saturday temperatures to the north of Indy in the low 70s, should be mid 70s in the metro area. 7-day forecast, what changes next week? Humidity starts to climb, temperature back to 87 Wednesday, and Thursday 88 and partly sunny. Still, any rain chances when the humidity comes back remain minimal. That is a beautiful 7-day forecast.
Parents making the difficult decision to place a newborn for adoption now have another option to do so safely and anonymously in Indiana. Today, another safe haven baby box became available. It's located at Fire Station Number 1 in Kokomo at 215 Superior Street. It's the 24th baby box in the state. The Indiana Safe Haven law allows a person to surrender a healthy newborn 30 days old or younger without fear of criminal prosecution. 8 babies have been surrendered in Indiana since the law took effect in 2016. Most recently, 2 in the past 30 days, and 1 in Allen and 1 in Kosciuszko County.
We just brought to the community a wonderful option for those who have found themselves in a difficult situation in their life and being forced to make the choice between maybe life and death. And so this is a wonderful addition, a wonderful resource now for our community.
And the boxes are equipped with alarm systems to immediately notify fire station staff inside the station. The boxes also have heating and cooling features.
One night, 300 venues, all at the same time. How Hoosiers can attend this very special concert experience from superstar Garth Brooks.
To Keller. Keller and Keller.
WRTV is teaming up with Kroger and Second Helpings to get meals into the hands of those who are struggling to put food on the table during this pandemic. Starting Monday through June 21st, whenever you shop at select Central Indiana Kroger stores, you can round up your grocery bill, or you can select a donation amount of your choice when you check out. That amount will go directly to Second Helpings. WRTV and the Scripps Howard Foundation will match up to $12,000 in donations. You can find out more at your Kroger store or at our website, theindychannel.com/feeding Hoosiers.
In-person concerts have been one of the casualties of the pandemic, one after another canceled, but superstar Garth Brooks is trying to make it up to his fans, and Hoosiers are invited. The country singer is hosting a one-night-only concert at 300 drive-in theaters across America on June 27th and 19th, and 19 drive-ins in Indiana will be showing it, including the Tibbs Drive-In here in Indianapolis. Tickets go on sale June 19th at noon and cost $100 per car or truck. The ticket covers as many people as there are legal seatbelts in the vehicle. For more ticket info and a full list of the locations, look for this story on theindychannel.com. Businesses are opening back up. More people are headed to work, and kids are headed back to daycare. Tonight at 6, the challenges facing child care providers and the steps they are taking to keep your kids safe and healthy. We'll leave you with this live look outside. A gorgeous evening in central Indiana. We'll join you for the news at 6 with more weather and news.